Today we're going to be showing you how to upgrade to tow mirrors on your F250, F350 Super Duty. We're going to be going from these small mirrors to tow mirrors. We're going to be putting the latest generation tow mirrors onto this truck. However, this process will be applicable if you're going from the older generation tow mirrors to the newer generation, or like in this case, if you're going from the small mirrors to the tow mirrors. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and show you the door panel removal process. This is going to be the same from 1999 to 2007. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this red piece right over here, this little reflector. You can just use a small trim tool or a flathead screwdriver. That'll just pop out just like so. There's going to be one 7mm bolt under there that we need to remove. And then we're going to also pull this off over here. You just use a small trim tool, just pry up. That'll pop out just like so. There's going to be two connectors back here, maybe more on the driver's side, but it's a similar process. We're just going to go ahead and press this latch right here, and that connector will remove. And then on this green connector, there's a latch over here. We'll just go ahead and press that in, and then that will remove. We'll just go ahead and set that off to the side. Then we're going to go ahead and remove this trim piece right over here. You may just be able to use your hands, or you can just take a small trim tool, kind of pry out on it. It'll just pop right off. Not using a 7mm, we're just going to go ahead and remove this. And we'll just go ahead and remove this 7mm bolt right up here. Now this door panel should just lift off. Make sure you clear over here. We'll just set that off to the side. Now right under this splash shield, the mirror connector is going to be right over here. So what you'll do is you'll go ahead and press this tab and unplug it. And we're just going to go ahead and push that connector down into the door. That way we'll be able to grab it when we dismount the mirrors. Now we're going to go ahead and remove these rubber plugs over here. You only need to remove the upper and lower one. You don't need to remove the middle one. So we'll just go ahead and pull those out just like this. Now we're going to go ahead and unbolt the old mirror. These are going to be held on with 11mm nuts. So we'll just go ahead and undo the nuts. When you're doing this, you're probably going to want a magnet. And just be careful not to drop the nuts into there. So just kind of pull the nuts out with the magnet. And just make sure you're supporting it on the other side. And once you have those nuts out, you're just going to go ahead and pull it back, and you're just going to unhook it. You just want to make sure that you get the wiring harness. And then you're just going to fish the wiring harness straight up. Being careful not to chafe any of the wires on the old mirrors, and you'll set the old mirrors off to the side. Now we're just going to take our new mirrors provided by Boost Auto Parts. We're going to go ahead and fish the harness in first. Just slide that down, and then we'll go ahead and mount the mirror up. Now we're going to take the four 11mm nuts, and we're going to put those back in, just making sure they get nice and snug. Now we're just going to go ahead and grab the electrical connector. You could probably take your hand in here and kind of guide it over to the other hole. If you can't get it, you can remove the speaker to get a little bit better access to it. You can see I have it with my left hand there, and I'm just trying to guide it over to my right hand. And once you have that, you just go ahead and pull it straight on through, and it should plug right into the factory connection. Just go ahead and put this right back on up the way it was. We're going to go ahead and take those rubber grommets and place them back over the two holes that we removed them from. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and place the door panel back on. They just kind of latch down, so we'll start by kind of getting it lined up there at the bottom. We're going to pull our connections through up over here. And the only other thing you need to be careful about is this lock right over here. You got to make sure that clears it. So just go ahead and line that up, and then it'll just kind of slide straight on down. Now we're going to go ahead and put the 7mm bolt in that was right over here. Then we're going to put the 7mm bolt in that was down in the bottom corner under the reflector. And we're going to take that little reflector, and there's that lip right there, goes in right over here, and you'll just snap it on. Then we're just going to go ahead and put this trim piece back on up here. There's just these two clips. You should just be able to snap it on with your hand. And then you'll just have any connectors that you unplugged. Again, this may vary from side to side, but you'll just go ahead and plug those back in. And then to put this on, you can see there's this lip right here, so you'll kind of slide it back towards the back. and then you just snap down. There's a clip up at the front.
And just like that, your installation is complete. To get all the parts shown in this video, check us out at boostautoparts.com.